last World Championship, the MXGP in the Netherlands at Valkenswaard. And in the MX2 qualifying race, it was a flying start for Jorge Prado. One or two riders went down, though, in the first few corners. Calvin Verlander and Michele Chervin through the first couple of corners. Dylan Walsh, though, who was second or third coming through this fast section, he went down. He lost the front on the face of the takeoff. You'll see in just a moment. And then he got landed on, not sure by who, but he would not rejoin the race. But it was Puches there in second position. Sterry was third, but then he started making mistakes. His teammate eventually fell from third. Henry Jacobi picked himself back up in ninth place and rejoined the race as Olsen found his way up to the 8-11 of Sterry to make a move. That put him up into third. Sterry was just struggling in the beginning of the race, actually. He eventually faded down to 11th place, but Larson fell as well. He eventually came back to 8th. Tom Vial was another fast starter, but he got caught and passed by the resurgent number 29 of Henry Jacobi as Watson also made a mistake from 7th down to 14th and back to 10th for the Yamaha rider. Olsen had to get aggressive as he made a move on Puches. That put him up into second with about 6 laps to go. Van Donnik on Vial. That put him up into an eventual 6th position, but Jago Geerts on the 193 finding his way into third with about 3 to go with that move on the 46 of David Puches, but no problems for Jorge Prado. He led every single lap, but Olsen second. Jacobi eventually found his way into fourth with a move on David Puches. That put the Dutchman into fifth, but it was a win for Prado. Olsen was second. Geerts, Jacobi, and Puches your top 5. Brent Van Donnik came home in 6th ahead of Maxime Renault and Bas Varsen.
Yeah, I'm really happy to come back, racing. I missed the last GP, but, I'm feeling okay. Still not 100%, but, we will try to make some points tomorrow, and hopefully we keep it like this. I mean, I felt very good, and that's positive. Today was the first day after 3 weeks no riding, so really excited and looking forward for tomorrow.
In the MXGP qualifying race here at Valkenswaard, Tony Cairoli from over on the far right left as he went down into the first turn. Pulled the whole shot. Just behind him was Jeremy Seewer, Tim Geiser, and Ivo Monticelli. Just behind them, the Kawasaki of Julian Lieber, the Yamaha of Gauthier Paulin, and Jeremy Van Hoorbeek. Probably 2 or 3 positions behind them. Opening lap, Geiser down the inside of Seewer to go into second. A mistake from Paulin allowed Anstey up past the Frenchman into 6th place. Paulin then capitalised on a mistake from Ivo Monticelli, who eventually faded back down to 10th by the time the checkered flag fell as Lieber and De Sau both came through in the early stages. Just behind them, Glenn Koldenoff had a good steady ride tonight, but Anstey was in no mood for hanging around. He eventually found his way up into 4th place. Jasikonis, though, set the fastest lap of the race. He came from outside of the top 10, and with moves like this and forcing errors from people like Gauthier Paulin and Jeremy Seewer, Jasikonis eventually came home to 5th. This was a mistake from Seewer, and that was about 5 laps from the end. Seewer would eventually come home in 7th place. A lucky escape for Ivo Monticelli. Tonus couldn't find a way through. He would eventually come home in 11th. Tixier down the inside of Sean Simpson put him into 12th. Simpson came home in 13th. Tony Cairoli, though, was in defiant mood here at Valkenswaard. He won comfortably over Tim Geiser. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek was 3rd. Anstey 4th. Jasikonis was 5th. Paulin, Seewer, De Sau, your top 8.
Yeah, it was a good qualifying race. I know the track gonna be very, very difficult tomorrow. It's already today with the qualifying heat. It's a quite tough track already. So we try to stay a little bit carefully and try to get this win for this pole position for tomorrow, which is good. But on this track, we know that it's not really the start what matters. It's just to stay on a good pace and try to be consistent for all the 35 minutes.